Right there, but both the Arizona senator and the governor support Republican Mitt Romney. But again, listen to what they said. So joining me here is former Ohio Secretary of State Ken Blackwell. He's vice chairman of the RNC's Platform Committee. And I have to be honest with you, Ken, my first reaction to the birther story, you heard me saying, really? Come on, not again. I mean, I'm being kind of a wise puck about this because it seems ridiculous. It seems like it's been asked and answered, and it's almost annoying to have to waste the time talking about it.
Oh, I think you're right. You know, Reverend Wright, birth certificates, these are not the issues that will be focused on in this election. You know, this is coming down to about, as I've told you before, probably about 5 states, and the crucial 4 are Ohio, Florida, Virginia, and North Carolina. And I can tell you what's on the people's minds there are jobs and economic growth.
And you're saying this, and you're being reasonable saying this, but these are Republicans. These are people in your party that are doing this.
Well, yeah, I think it's people in the Democratic Party that seem to be raising the Mormon issue on Romney. So these are marginal issues that really won't focus on the future of this country. What's at stake here in this election, and I think that both presidential candidates understand it, is America's place in the world in terms of being an economic leader and America being a beacon of freedom.
Absolutely. But can I just ask on that Mormon issue, did you really hear that being raised? I don't hear it being raised so much.
Oh, yeah.
First go around, yes. In 08, yeah.
Well, no, I've heard it being raised here. I mean, people open the door and say, well, if you're going to talk about Reverend Wright, well, let's talk about the Mormon issue with Romney and the things that people don't understand. I think both the Reverend Wright issue and the Mormon issue should be off the table. What should be on the table is a discussion of religious liberty. And when you attack religious liberty, you start attacking the essence of what makes America exceptional. And that's a policy issue that should be discussed.
And when you start doing this, don't you worry that this damages the Republican brand? When you have to have discussions like this, and we have to talk about issues that are being brought up by Republicans, I mean, really?
Well, I think issues brought up by Democrats, you know, like the war on women. There's no war on women being waged by the Republicans. Republicans are not stupid. They understand, you know, the role of women in American culture and the force of women in American politics. Why would they wage war? So this whole notion of war on women, birth certificates, it really does get us off of what the real issue in this country is. Anemic economic growth and job creation, Americans being out of work, people not being sure about their future. And I think that we have an obligation to keep people focused on those issues.
All right. Come and see me again. I was a little tough on you there, Ken. I'm getting all fired up about this, but thank you very much. We'll see you again.
Good to see you.
That's a wrap of this hour of Weekends with Alex Witt. Be sure to join me for a 2-hour edition of the show. It'll be today at noon Eastern, but straight ahead.